Hi everybody, Jennifer Starnes, Younique presenter, and I'm going to show you how I used our Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette number 3 to create this eye look. I'm going to start out with our eye primer. Just a little bit goes a long way. I'm going to apply that all over my eyes. This does add a little bit of a pigment base, and it's very tacky at first. So I like to give it a minute or two to dry before I begin applying powder, but this really holds that color on all day. So I'm going to be using Younique's blending brush. It is soft, bristled, rounded, and fluffy, and that makes it perfect for working small amounts of pigment into the crease. I'm going to be going in with the color Determined on our Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette number 3. It is a beautiful transition color for just about any look. And I'm very gently working that into the crease. I'm not using very much pressure at all, and if you can see where I'm holding the brush near the end. If you put your hand too far up the brush, you'll instantly be using too much pressure. I like to add just a little bit of powder at a time until I get the look that I want, and I'm really just trying to add a little bit of a shadow into the crease. You can see the difference between the two eyes there. So the next color I'm going to use is still from that same palette. It's Tickled, that wonderful rose color. It's just going to add a little bit of warmth to my look. I'm going to focus that on the outer corner of my eye. You see me using little circles right there to put it on the outer corner of the eye, and then blend it up into the crease to kind of make that transition a very smooth one. So it's going to be focused on the outer corner, but it will also be worked up and blended up into the crease. So now I'm going to use the color Smitten. It is a shimmer color on this palette, and I'm going to use a different brush. This is our deluxe brush rather than the blending brush. The deluxe brush has shorter bristles, they're stiffer, and they're more densely packed, which makes it perfect for just pressing the powder into place. I'm working this powder from the inner corner and then out over towards the middle of my lid. I'm really putting it on the inner 2/3 of the lid, leaving the outer corner alone. To highlight my brow bone, I decided to deviate from palette number 3. I'm using Elated from palette 1. The reason I'm doing this is because all of the lighter colors in palette number 3 were shimmery, and I didn't want to put a shimmer under my brow bone. I decided to smoke out the bottom lid just a little bit. I'm going back in with that color Determined from palette number 3. I'm using an angled shadow brush, and you'll see I'm just picking up a little bit of pigment and very lightly brushing that onto my lower lash line. I'm only going about halfway across the eye though. So just a very, very light addition of color there. So this right here is why I decided to do that. You see that little empty spot right there? I just wanted to fill that in and have that be a more continuous look. Then I'm going to go in with the blending brush and blend everything out so it looks nice and cohesive. So this is the pencil liner in the color Presumptuous, which is a blue-gray, and I'm just touching that along my bottom lash line. Once again, not going into the inner half of my eye, just staying on the outer half of the eye, and that's just going to deepen that look a little more, give it a tiny pop of color, that you'd really have to stare at to notice, but it does help the overall look. Now I'm just using my black pencil liner, which is perfect, and I am tight lining where I line the inside of the lid, and this helps my lashes look thicker once I apply mascara. Tight lining makes my eyes water like crazy, so you see me blinking a lot. So this is our Dip and Draw eyeliner. It's a felt tipped liner, and it's a skill that you have to learn. I'm still learning. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes here, guys, and I hope you forgive me. The important part is that the part that you want to be the thinnest is where you want the point of your liner to be. The part that you don't mind being thicker is where you should have the base of it. So you see when I am lining the inner corner, I use the point. And then when I'm going to line the outer corner, I'm going to turn the thing around and use the point again, I think, if I did it right. Anyway, it just takes practice, guys. Liquid liner and Dip and Draw liners, they just take practice. And here, because I couldn't get rid of that dot, because once you use our Dip and Draw liner, once it's on, I decided that I'm just going to go for it and do a wing because I couldn't get rid of that dot. So I had not planned on doing a wing liner, but then I just decided, you know what, I'm going to do a winged liner. And things kind of went south from there when I started on the other eye. Just watch, you'll see. So there's not really much I can do about the fact that my wings are uneven, but I got to do something about that right there. So I can at least make that look even, because when somebody looks at your face, the first thing they look at is your eyes. And since I have highlighted the inner corners of my eyes with that nice shimmery powder, I want to make sure that those at least look even. The wings are just like brows, in my opinion. They're never gonna match. They're just never gonna match. But fixing that inner corner makes me pretty happy with the look as a whole. Now it is time for mascara. I am using Younique's Epic Mascara, and this stuff lives up to its name. You can put on 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats, however many you want, because it does not clump. But 1 coat is really all I need to make my lashes thicker, longer. It conditions them, it curls them, it does everything. This stuff is absolutely amazing, and it is available on my site, jenniferstarnsbeauty.com, for only $24. Alright guys, that is it for this look. Remember, any of the products you saw me use are available on my site. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye!